Beautiful people, we are back. Man, I am super excited for this episode. Got a guy on the channel who, I mean, already is a riot, bro. But this guy, in my opinion, has changed the face of how insurance is done. Yeah. Right, the relationships he's built with local agents in the area and has truly grown his business just off the strength of those relationships, closing deals and, homeowners insurance, car insurance. The more I talk to him, I'm like, oh, you insure that too?
Everything.
So, this one's going to be cool. And he's a character. So hopefully his personality shows on the episode. But welcome back to the Keeping It Real Estate Podcast. So got to do that. Let everybody know what they're listening to and watching. But again, I do want to do a special introduction to my guy, Kenny Jones.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Kenny JTV.
Yes, sir. How you doing today, man? I'm glad to be here.
I'm good. I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, of course. I love the setup. This is like real deal, Holyfield right here.
You feel special?
I do. I'm in the Keeping It Real Estate Podcast.
Yeah. No, dog. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to make it something that people enjoy and watch and learn from.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. I've learned some things. So
have you?
Yeah,
you learned that Victoria's hilarious.
Rage is hilarious. Raja has the same vibe as Megan Thee Stallion. Like I call her Rage the Stallion, but she definitely has the same vibe, like the calm demeanor.
Yeah. We used to call them her and Mariah the Stallions of Noir.
You know what's so crazy? When I first met them, I always got them confused because y'all always group them together. Like who's taller?
Yep.
And I had to really study their faces to remember who was who. I know that's crazy.
Because they 6 foot, bro, and then Raja wear these heels that get you taller than me, and I hate looking up to her. I'm like, Raja, take them shoes off around me. Off, sit down while you're talking to me. But let the people know who you are, Kenny J. And give me an introduction.
My name is Kenny Jones. I am the owner and CEO of Remedy Insurance and Wealth Builders. We are a full service brokerage, anything from homeowners insurance to auto insurance, health insurance, life insurance, anything that you need, we're able to protect. And we work with anybody from professional athletes. We've had some dealings with the Vice President Kamala Harris. So we've kind of been Kamala Harris. I
saw it, but
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I had to make sure we clarify which vice president it was. So, but I love what I do. Outside of work, I work out. I'm trying to get big. I'm in the gym. If you ain't seen my IG, go check that out. I got the muscles. I got the guns blazing. Hands up, don't shoot. I also love to travel. I love to island hop. I had a trip to Europe, and I was there for about a few weeks last year. I'm going back to Europe this year, so that was a good time. And I'm just growing my spirituality and getting closer to God.
Yeah, I feel you. We're going to talk about that trip to Ibiza, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you got something right here, little.
See, I'm glad you said something because my team over there, they didn't say anything. All y'all about to be fired, so don't even worry about it. Now hiring. Now hiring.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. I do want to kind of bring up our introduction to each other because I remember you bringing it to my attention. I meet so many people in this industry, and you brought it to my attention of I reached out to you, blah blah blah, and it took some time for me to recognize.
But
and
now you remember.
Yeah, I remember. But I'm saying tell the people how we met and what's kept you going.
Yeah, I saw you on social media at first, and I saw that you were killing it. And honestly, I don't see a lot of black men doing what you're doing. We see a lot of black women doing it, but it's not a lot of black men in this space in Charlotte doing what you're doing at the level. And so I started following your journey. You were at Costello, and then I wanted to just learn how you were growing at the pace you were growing, so we got on the call. Yeah. And one of the best pieces of advice that you gave me was to talk to different people every day. Yep. I think it was 5 people a day.
Yeah,
just go out and just start the conversation. That really changed my business for sure.
Yeah,
so
bro,
thank you for that.
You have no problem. That's cool. But you have, in my opinion, changed just the scope of how insurance is looked at.
Thank you.
In a very short amount of time, in my opinion. I mean, again, I think you've been, how long you been in the business?
5 years.
So 5 years, that's still a short amount of time. Yeah. And as fast as time goes, it feels even shorter. But you've changed just the scope of how insurance is done and how it's sold. Mm-hmm. What made you kind of take that approach?
real estate. After seeing all these luxury real estate shows, I'm like, real estate is so glamorized, but you can't close that deal if you have a loan without insurance. But nobody is glamorizing insurance and mixing it with lifestyle. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And no other insurance broker did it until I did it. And now, you know.
I mean, I still don't see it.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you probably see it because you probably follow them.
And they tag me and stuff in it.
Yeah,
So,
I just don't see it, man. And I think it's so unique.
Thank you.
You approach it like a real estate agent approaches our business, right?
Absolutely.
Like the way we go after lenders is the way you go after real estate agents,
Yeah,
right? And
it's
I think
amazing.
that's such a unique mindset
Yeah.
because just like you said, we can't close a deal without insurance. And I've partnered with insurance agents before in the past. And I've never had someone, they just seem like a vendor to me, right? Whereas you have really become a part of our culture at Noir. So it's like even just people, it got to a point where people confuse you for an agent.
But I am. I'm in-house. I'm Noir's in-house insurance broker.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a real estate agent. Like people confuse you for a real estate agent. And that's,
Yeah.
I mean, even that shows your hustle.
Yeah.
That shows your connections, right? Like a lot of these people connect with you and thinking that you might be able to sell them a house. And you're like, no, I do the insurance, but I got an agent for you.
Yeah.
So that's a
Noir.
cool approach, bro.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
You said at Noir?
Yeah, of course.
Love it, bro.
Yeah,
keep,
of course.
keep plugging away.
Yeah. Find out why they're different. Find out why we're different.
Yeah.
We're different. Yeah.
What you got coming up? What's some things that people can expect? Because you do like the vlogs. You also have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Where you've coached agents insurance agents.
Yeah.
You know how to get better. What's that like?
It's cool. I took a pause on it because I'm focusing on the Remedy Circle right now. I'm getting that up and running. Essentially, it's a referral program for any agent that sends us 10 deals from October 1st of 2025 to October 1st of 2026. And just throwing like a huge event because no insurance broker has done that.
Yep.
So think of like something super luxury, violin player, private chef, open bar, just to say thank you to my top partners. So I'm excited about that. So just putting all my effort into that and doing smaller events throughout the year to say thank you and give other people that aren't using us that fear of missing out.
Bro, and it's working.
Thanks.
It's working, bro.
It is. No, it is.
No,
when
it's
I
working.
launched it,
Yeah.
4X everything. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah,
it's working. You see, like, and then you post the leaderboard on social media, too.
I
So
had to
people.
stop. I have like 50 partners now in there.
But that's even. But hey, post your top 10, right? Like I think the leaderboard, in my opinion, the leaderboard was something that would drive people to want to be number one on your leaderboard. Like I remember when you first posted it. Like I think Kiera might have been at the top.
Yeah, she still is.
So she's still at the top.
Yeah.
So even with that, like the pushing people to try to be better just by subtly saying, hey, you rank number, you ain't even in the top 10.
You're right.
Right? I think that's cool. But you've done a really good job with that. But the Remedy Circle is different.
Yeah.
Like I think so many people, especially in this day and age, they get so caught up in trying to steal ideas. Not necessarily, I won't even say steal. Reuse ideas because of the social media era and this TikTok era to where it's actually better to be different. You know, and I think somebody like you who stands in front and goes, you know what, I don't want to do what somebody else is doing. I think that's you got to applaud yourself for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
2026, I'm giving myself all my flowers.
You got to.
Thank you.
You got to, man. Let's tap into this travel too. So like when you said you like to travel, where's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place I've been to is Colombia. I went to Cartagena, Colombia, 4th of July. I'm going to Bali this year, so I've always wanted to go to Bali, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And live like a king over there, so I'm excited to travel. It's a little scary after getting robbed in Ibiza.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to like keep traveling because there's so much world out there, and it just really expands your mind of like what's possible.
Yeah. So talk about that Ibiza trip though.
Man, we got robbed at the villa. So my friend, shout out to Alexa, she booked it. And I said, do not go outside of booking.com to book it.
Yeah.
She wired the money. It was no trace of it. We went to the club that night. We left at like 8 p.m., went to dinner in the city, then went to the clubs. I was pickpocketed in the club. They ran through me in the club. Pause. My Canon G7X and something else they stole. But I still had my Osmo. But I had that zipped up in the bag. And we were on the way back to the crib. We had all the people on the party bus. We had a huge Sprinter. We got back. I went into the room. Everything was all over the place. And I was like, is this how we left it? Then I kept looking. My MacBook was gone. Everything was gone. And I think the host set it up. I think they were in cahoots. But after going on TikTok, Google, it happens all the time. Dang. So next time we will have security, but we will be coming back to take back what's ours. Absolutely. So, but it was a good time though. For the day I was there, everybody else stayed. I left
Yeah.
They're like, but it's expensive to fly back. That's why I work hard.
Yeah.
So I can drop that $1,500 and get back to the States.
Hey, Pops used to always, Pops told me a long time ago, he said, you make money so you can buy yourself, you know.
Facts. What you need to. And
What
nice
you need
stuff.
to, yeah. That's really
Shout out to him.
Yeah, yeah. Pops is my guy.
Yeah.
Now with Remedy, you recently expanded your team.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that effort and growing your team and what that's done for your business and how you even chose the people you hired.
Yeah, so I expanded my team. I have a few in-person people, but I started hiring VAs. Mm-hmm. It was a great setup. I pay $8.99 an hour for the VAs, and I'm gonna hire another one that's bilingual, trying to get into that market. It's $9.99 an hour, and the company specializes with VAs that work in insurance agencies. So they've worked in insurance agencies before. Literally, as soon as I hired the VAs, it's like the floodgates open, and it just got so much more busier. So like my advice for anyone wanting to expand the team, just do it, and I promise you, everything will really fall into place.
Yeah.
People think, well, I don't know if I have the capacity right now for that. Like, hire them now. Don't wait until you're too busy.
Yeah.
Because then the training's going to be inadequate and you're going to be stretched too thin.
Yeah.
So
no, that's real. I mean, and I was talking about you this morning. I was telling you, I wasn't talking about you, but your name came up.
Who you talking with?
So, you know, myself, Terrence Guest, and Solomon Hajerica, we do the Brewing Success event, and we were talking about people, and your name came up, and I was like, and they were giving an example of follow-up. And Terrence had mentioned, he said, hey, I reached out to whatever Kenny's call system he has, and I was talking to somebody, and I was like, look, if he can't get on the line right now, I can't use him because I need this to be done now. And he said, like, as soon as they clicked over, you was on the line.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, that's Kenny.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
like, I would.
When that money's calling, I can stop whatever I'm doing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I was waiting to hear like which way the story was going because I was like, the Kenny I know, like he's sitting there waiting and excited about that opportunity.
TG, send me some more deals, baby. Get in the Remedy Circle. Let's go.
What made you choose insurance over real estate, like being an agent?
Honestly, that's a really good question, but I feel like, well, one, the residuals of it. So now I've been in business 5 years. I have 5 years of residuals coming in. So even if I don't close a deal, I would still be good. My payroll would be met. Everything would be good. So I think the residuals every year, and I've closed some really big deals where that commission hits every year as well. So which is really nice. Yeah.
Well, what else? I mean, it's got to be something. What, you didn't know that money was coming?
I knew my research. But also, just it wasn't anyone in the industry, in like the insurance industry. It's I think $3 trillion industry. Wow. Less than 3% of it is black, and most black people that are in insurance are life insurance agents. But we are buying homes, cars, we have businesses, but it's not us educating us about these products. So that was a big reason as well.
And you started off at State Farm.
I started off at State Farm.
And then what happened there, or what led to the transition to open up your own business?
I always wanted to start my own business, but I wanted to go to the biggest and the baddest. At the end, she pretty much pushed me out. She said I was trying to take down her operation, which is insane. But I knew I had something like serious when she said that. So she kindly like pushed me out, gave me a little $100 bonus, and I was like, oh, $100. But now it's like, come on, baby, you could have gave me some more than that. Yeah. And I left after 5 months. It was going to be 2 years, but after social media really blew up for me, and I was getting all these referrals, I wasn't using her leads, and I was a top seller out of both offices. So I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm just giving you money at this point. Yeah. I'm not using your resources, your systems, or anything. Yeah.
So, what do you think your biggest struggle was opening your business?
Figuring out what to do. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I just kind of went with it. I didn't have a CRM for the first 2 months. So I was writing everything down on a notepad and then dating every day. And then I would be like, oh, I forgot to call Miss Smith back. And I'm flipping through pages. That was like really ghetto. Yeah. But just figuring out what to do. But as the time progressed, it's been beautiful to see the evolution. And now my day looks a lot different than it did day one. Now it's checking in with the team and just kind of monitoring what they're doing and kind of working on I'm still in the business, but still, like working on the business as well, which is really nice.
I got a chance to meet your folks, your parents at one of your events. Yeah. And they have an entrepreneur background, right? Yeah. How effective were they in your choice to be an entrepreneur and also just the growth that you've seen? Like,
yeah, they definitely played a big part. They started the business when I was in second grade, and I remember the first year they own a mental health agency, and then they're serial, real estate investors. They have a lot of properties, Airbnbs, rentals,
Nice.
things like that. They started the business when we were in second grade. I was in second grade or first grade.
Yeah.
And they essentially said, listen, we're not going to have a Christmas this year. But I was really never materialistic, contrary to popular belief. But I was never like materialistic. So I was like, cool, I actually see what you're doing. You're trying to start a business. When I was in fifth grade, we moved to a huge house, pool in the backyard, all brick. And I saw like what the sacrifice gave them.
Yep.
And so I knew from that time on, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to work for myself at some point in life because of the freedom. They were at every event, every sporting event, every party. They were always right there, but still the money was being made. And I saw that, and that's what I wanted for myself. So it played a huge role in my entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of us don't come from that background.
Yeah.
So I would say you were very blessed to have that, like,
absolutely
guiding you. I come from a background where I saw both my parents working super, super hard, and I didn't want to go into an office.
Yeah.
So my drive to be an entrepreneur came from not wanting to, you know, I heard my mom all the time talking about how horrible her day was. And then I saw my dad go to work super early, get off early, and then, you know, right after dinner he go to sleep. So I was like, that ain't
it's
what
like a
I
cycle,
want.
Yeah,
that's just not what I want. And it's okay for some people. And I think the stability is good for some people, but I think that drive and determination to run your own business and the discipline to be able to do what's required is crazy. And now you're expanding too, so
which is amazing.
I think
discipline is key. I feel like a lot of people lack discipline. Like they ask, how are you able to do this? When people ask me what is the easiest way to get there, I know you're not serious about it. You have to be disciplined. And people say, what keeps you going after the motivation is gone? It's discipline. Motivation is a temporary feeling. You feel good, and if you start when it feels good and stop when it doesn't, you'll never get anywhere because you'll be like this. You can't base your business off of emotions, but logic, which discipline.
Drop some gems, bro. Nah, but that's real, because people, like, you know, even with like real estate, you know, we deal with it all the time, especially in my position. I deal with it all the time because I see a lot of agents. They'll reach out, they'll go, hey, I want to join. And then I have these conversations with them, and you can see their facial expression change. Once I start talking about the reality of being a real estate agent and what the expectation is, then you can see like, well, maybe I should go somewhere else that's a little more comfortable. And you go, you should, but it's okay. Right. And I think, you know, one thing I try to preach to people is everybody's not an entrepreneur. And if everybody was, who's going to work for you as the entrepreneur? So it's like, you know, it's okay to be, you know, a W-2 worker. It really is.
It is.
Especially if you work for a cool boss like Kenny J. You know what I mean?
Or Jarrell Fields.
I do want to go back a little bit to your YouTube stuff, man, because you know, this day and age, social media is huge, and I don't really consider YouTube as a social media. It's a search platform, and you were very highly searched. And I say were because you just talked about how it fizzled down, but let's talk about just
you put
that.
my tea on the podcast.
Bro, we gotta talk about that. 'Cause we gotta get people back into it. We gotta get people back into it. Like Kenny JTV for me, that was once I got a chance to get to know you, that was my introduction to you, because I didn't get the chance to meet you face to face. So I was like, oh, this dude got a YouTube channel. So I would watch and look at your instructional videos. And that's, to be honest with you, that's one of the things that I looked at and went, I should be giving instruction. I should be telling people like that stuff.
I was
on the real estate side.
To Jarrell Fields. I love that for me.
Yeah, you were. And I think we all have, for sure. When you work hard, people notice, right? So watching your efforts on YouTube and watching you grow and have thousands of subscribers, and they all just want to learn from you. I'm like, the opportunity is there. You know, the people want knowledge. So talk about just how, you know, being a leader, being an educator, being a teacher in your industry is something that you love. How'd you get into that passion?
Well, this girl, when I first started, she was from France. She was a black girl, and she needed help getting her license, but she didn't speak great English. And she was like, I need help to pass this exam. And I didn't want to do it, so I just gave her an astronomical amount of money that I would charge to do it. And she said yes. And that's when the kind of light bulb went off in my head, like, oh, I can charge people really whatever, because there's no regulations around coaching. Right. So you can charge whatever. So I started doing that a few times. Then I got into coaching because people would book calls from my YouTube channel and literally ask the same questions over and over again. So I took those questions and made the mentorship program, and I loved it. But the reason why I kind of put all of that on hold and kind kind of been all over the place with my YouTube is because it's so much more to me than insurance, and it's so draining to constantly talk about insurance all the time. Like I'm a fun guy, you know, and it's like so much more to me. So I'm trying to find that balance, which is why I did the Entrepreneurs of Charlotte. I'm doing lifestyle, just trying to see what sticks. But then it I don't know, the algorithm, you're doing different stuff, and the consistency, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. But I mean, as an educator, my mom used to always tell me back in the day, you're going to be a teacher. And I was like, I am not teaching these kids. But of course, I mean, she was speaking life into what I'm doing now. I didn't see real estate being that vessel to teach, but I embrace it, right? And I think I enjoy it. So for you to actually tap into it and make it a thing, like that's hard. That's hard for me to do that, right? Like this platform right here is my way of kind of getting to know more people, right? And what it's doing is putting more eyes on your business, hopefully allowing you to get more business, right? And then, you know, educating people on who you are, and then they, you know, buy that. In return, I can let people know who I am and educate people on that. Right. And you talk about other things you like to do. You made an appearance on a very popular TV show, Squid Game. Yeah. Talk about that experience.
It was cool. I hate I can't go back. After like trying to sign up, they're like, yeah you can't come back. I said, I didn't even get any green time. But
you got a little bit, you died. Man.
That was crazy. People pray on your downfall. They got the shot of me dying on the TV show.
They did.
Where was I when I was talking to the people?
And he played twice.
Twice is crazy.
But you was in there. Like
I was in the room.
I kept catching you. My daughter even was like,
hey,
that's
Niecy. Yeah.
My daughter was like, there he is.
But it was a cool experience. I ended up applying, and they said in order to apply, you have to send a video in. So I knew I had it in the bag. I just got in my YouTube studio, did a video, sent it in. They asked me some questions. I had them dying laughing on the call. And they said, okay, we're going to fly you to London during these days, and you can't really tell anybody, but if you need to make an announcement that, you know, you're going to be away. And I did, and then you DM me. Do you remember that?
I don't. Were you in the car when you said it?
Huh?
Were you in the car?
No, I made like a written message, and I said, I'm going to be away from the office for the next few weeks. If you need anything, please reach out to my team. I'll be gone to further notice. And then you swiped up and was like, everything good, bro?
Hey, bro.
Like, he cares.
Look at me checking in on people.
No, you just nosy. You want to see what's going on.
Nah, I care.
You want to see.
Care.
I said, yeah. I said, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. I said, we'll talk
check
about
in
it
on
later.
your people. Shout out to Zach Griffin. So I just bought this. Didn't mean to change the subject, but I just bought this shirt from him. He got a clothing line now. But I just bought this shirt from him, bro. And on the back of it, it says check on your happy friends. So it's like a mental health thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like in times like that, I've had friends or people that I know that have committed suicide, even at a young age. So I think subconsciously, when I see stuff like that, it's not me being nosy. Because if you guys, my wife, I'm the least nosy person in the world, because I don't tell her nothing.
In the world is crazy.
In the world, bro, I could care less about what's going on in your life. You know what I mean? Like, but because like subconsciously, when I see certain trigger words, I kind of check in on people. You know, or you see things that pop up in somebody's story, you kind of got to check in. But back to that Netflix. But that's what I'm saying. So you disappeared for how long? How long was the trip?
Like a week and a half. Yeah. Any
experience that you can talk about now that the show's passed?
The filming was interesting, I will say. Like, it took 3 days to film one game, so we couldn't talk for like 24 hours. We were in this holding cell, essentially. It was kind of like torture for real, but it's interesting to see the production. Like, when the guards first came out, the first scene, everybody was cheering, like, oh my God. And then the producer had to come out and say, no, we're not supposed to be cheering. This is a scary moment.
Not supposed to be
We're going to redo everything again. So we had to redo that scene like 3 times. Then we had to stay completely still while the drones were flying over. So it's very interesting to see how the production, you know, as a YouTuber, vlogger, how they kind of put that production together.
Man, that's
so it was really cool.
It came out well, man. I definitely wish you would have made it further. Especially
I thought I was gonna be famous. I said, oh, this is it. This is gonna blow up my business. I'm gonna get some brand deals. Like I made it. This is like, I always feel in my heart I'm supposed to be famous, but then this is the opportunity.
You getting
this
there?
is the opportunity. Thanks.
I mean,
I'm gonna receive that.
You was on Netflix, bro.
Barely. Barely get out.
I mean, at least you ain't get the 2 seconds of fame I got.
I mean, no, that was cool though. Me and my family watched it together, and we rewinded like 3 times.
Why?
They said that go drill with no.
Get out of here. Get out.
And then we paused it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, they go drill.
Yeah,
they love that show though.
I didn't like how they made it seem like I was a super fan. I didn't like that.
Well, I thought you were more like an agent. Like, if I was looking into it, because he was like my sales meeting, and you were there. I'm like, no, that's Noir.
Yeah, but the audio over top of it, I didn't like, because the dude was talking about how he was like, people like follow him from all over.
Oh,
the world.
yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
like that because I was like, why you put my face up there? Like, why you do that? you ain't got to do me like that.
Right, it's no R. Hey, put some respect on her name.
He flew me out.
Yeah, right. Hey, that's what they don't tell you behind the scenes.
Yeah, so, but anyway.
But I have a question real quick.
Wait, you get to ask a question at the end.
But it was pertaining to what you said, though.
Ahead.
So about, like, Zach and, like, the happy friends and the mental health. You obviously have a wife and kids, but what advice would you give to someone that doesn't have kids or a spouse and, like, a lot of people don't check on me because of what they see on social media, like, oh, Kenny's fine because he has this going on and he's doing well, but I'm showing y'all what I want to show y'all, and it's work related. Right. Like, what advice would you give to someone that, I guess, I don't know, like, it's not really checked on here and there? You know, I have the friends, shout out to y'all, we locked in, but it's like, it's far and few between.
Advice to someone who wants to be checked on, or just advice to people,
or just something, I guess, for your mental health too, because if you're not being checked on,
I mean, that's a deep question. I think the easiest way to answer that would be, don't blame the people for not checking on you, right? I think what I try to tell people all the time is, I can't know how you feel until you tell me, right? But I also have to have a sincere interest in who you are, right? So the people you keep close to you, I think you have those conversations. I have a group chat with all of my best friends, just so happen to be my teammates from college. All 6 of us are in a group chat. We text every single day. Wow. One person stopped texting, we're immediately on high alert. Hey, what you got going on? We all reach out separately. You know, what do you have going on? And all of us have something going on. In the past year and a half, I would say 3 of us, right, have had some sort of mental issue that has distracted us from, you know, things going forward. But the one thing I applaud my friends for is stepping in that group chat and stepping in privately and reaching out to the person that was dealing with something, and you know, just letting them know, you know, we here for you.
I love that.
And it's huge, man, because I won't say pick new friends if you don't have people checking on you, but I think surround yourself with people that genuinely care about you and prioritize you, right? And I mean, I am a person who I have to talk to my people every day. You know, I come from a family where my wife will laugh, but we drive past my parents' old house and I still look down the street because I'm so used to just doing, you know, you know. So it's like, and then we drive past my cousin's house every day because she live right down the street. So it's like one of those things we drive.
Oh, Camille?
No, but she don't live too far. But I got an older cousin who's my godmother too. But just it's in me to want to check on people, right? But I'm that friend. So I don't know if you have those friends or if anybody watching has those kind of friends. But find you a friend like that. Honestly, because I honestly do not know. I have surrounded myself with people who truly, genuinely care about me. Even the agents here, bro.
They love you.
To put an example out there, Kiera, early on when she joined, this was so funny, bro. She, you know, I do the golf thing, so I play golf. Shout out to my son. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the nephew.
But anyway, I do the golf stuff, bro, and I play on Mondays. Mondays is my day off, so I go play golf. Early on when Kiera joined, she called me, reached out, text, and I wasn't responding. Bro, she went to the group chat like, yo, has anybody heard from Gerard? It was like, yeah, I mean, it's been, how long have you been looking for him? Like, I just talked to him earlier. Like, so it's one of those things, man. Just surround yourself with people that genuinely care.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
that's good.
You know, I mean, I think that's a good answer.
Yeah, it was a great answer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, great answer. Yeah,
I like to talk, so
I love
very,
it.
very, very elaborate,
very meaningful. Thank you.
If you could give new insurance agents, you know, just some words of advice, 2 bits of advice, what would you give them, starting out?
Honestly, I can just group this for any type of agent that's in sales. This is a relationship building business. Do not look at these people as numbers. They will know. They will feel it. You know, build these relationships. Victoria made a really good point when she was working with the lady and she had to kind of part ways because of all the things going on. You have to genuinely build these relationships with people and know that all money is not good money. Put your mental health first. If these people are taking you through the mud and they're playing with your time, reclaim your time and separate ways if you have to. That would be the first piece of advice. And the second piece of advice is know your numbers. You can't grow if you don't, what's not measured. If you're not measuring your success, your numbers, your growth, you're not going to know what you need to work on and where you need to go.
What if a new agent doesn't have any numbers?
We'll get in the field and sell. Like, you got to get in the field and sell so you can have some numbers. So many people have analysis paralysis. All my systems have to be perfect, but you're not going to genuinely know if they're perfect until you get out there and execute and start getting some people in your book of business.
Yeah, get your CRM together, and then you struggle putting everybody in because your follow up is trash. No,
trash. Got to have a follow up.
Yeah, no, you do, and I think that is another underrated thing that people just forget about in this industry.
Crazy. You got to tell me to stop calling you.
Man, listen, I learned early on, man. I know I just said earlier that I'm not a super fan, but Ryan Serhant, I used to watch his vlogs, and he would always say,
super fan.
Follow up, follow back, follow through, right? Mm-hmm. But you develop, once you hear it over and over again, you kind of develop this system where obviously it has to work, you know? So follow up, follow back, follow through. Perfect. All right, cool. Yeah. So, I think no matter who you meet, people always ask me, how do you know so many celebrities? And I go, because I don't.
Who you know?
I'm just saying, people ask me that, right? And I go,
but do you know celebrities?
Yeah, but anyway.
So you're not going to name them?
No. People ask that, and I go, it's because I don't meet a stranger. Yeah. Like, I think I like to meet people to get to know them genuinely, right? So it's not just saying, oh, I met that person. I want to meet people so they can get a chance to know me, and I can get a chance to know them. So I try to capitalize on those moments.
Who do you know?
It doesn't matter. I'm not the guest here. Okay. You know?
I'm just trying to figure out who you know.
I was just bringing it up for the sake of the conversation and talk about the following up. But what do you think is the outside of, well, it's a relationship business, but outside of the relationship focus, what do you think is the biggest metric that you have to measure in your business?
Like you said, outside of what?
Relationships. Like, relationships is huge because that's how you lead gen. But outside of that metric, what else are you tracking to make sure that your business is growing in the right direction?
Referral count.
Yeah.
Definitely referral count, and then obviously revenue as well. I need to make sure the revenue is constantly
make sure that money get
good. Make sure them checks are clear. But those two things, and I with the Remedy Circle, it's helped me honestly track the referrals better, how many referrals are coming in, and it's like an insane amount. So just making sure I'm able to see where is it coming from, what relationships do I need to nurture. I feel like a lot of times businesses are just throwing money at sponsorships of people that aren't feeding into them, and now you're just throwing out money with no return. Yeah, like Noir can call y'all can always get a check. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
I like your ability to build your personal brand. Your personal brand and your business brand are top notch. Where do you think like the branding aspect, the mindset comes from? Because people think just putting a logo out there is branding.
I don't even know. Yeah. I don't even know. I think over the years, just the evolution of what worked, what didn't work, seeing people like you and how well you brand, like you're definitely an inspiration, I feel. So just seeing the different people, how they brand, kind of take what I like from different people and what I like to see as well from a company. I definitely look at like Nike, Versace, people like that, and how they brand and how it's just so minimalistic, and I love that look and try to go after that.
I like that. What would you say, or if you could label yourself with 3 words of your, like, for your business, like if you could say these 3 words describe me, what would those 3 words be?
Kendrick or Remedy? Or Kenny or Remedy?
Not the government.
Right. 3 words that describe me are hilarious, iconic, and this is like a phrase, but one of a kind. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're hilarious.
So I'm not iconic and one of a kind?
Let's just say. Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
You are hilarious, and you are a fellow HBCU grad. What was your time like at NC A&T?
A&T, the number 1 public HBCU in the nation. It was a great experience. It definitely helped me understand who I was as a black man growing up. It was a lot of, white people around me. And I remember I told one of my friend's mom that was white, I was going to A&T. She said, "You're too white to go there." Yeah, and that was kind of crazy to me that she said that. But I was called white growing up, I guess maybe because I was articulate and whatever. But then going to A&T and seeing all the variety of black people, we skateboard, we do everything everyone else does, but they aren't used to seeing that or exposed to that. So I was called white growing up. So, going to HBCU and learning about my culture, my roots, definitely played a huge part. And a lot of my first clients were A&T people.
Nice.
So shout out to y'all. Aggie Pride. Can I get an Aggie Pride? There we go. They said it back. I know they did. We locked in.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I attest a lot of my ability to communicate back to my time at Winston-Salem State. I think understanding who my network is and how to communicate with them is huge, right? And I think where people's mindset goes haywire or away is they go, well, you went to a school with all black people. Like you don't know this. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
The ability to be in a classroom with a professor who is, highly touted or has these awards or, done huge accolades, and they can teach you from a perspective that is going to show you how to dominate any room you walk into, right? You're not a number at these institutions, right? Every instructor I had, professor I had knows me.
Yeah, they care.
And care. Yeah. That's such a big difference, man. I wouldn't change my HBCU experience for anything.
Same. Shout out to the Rams.
Yeah. I'm not about to. Can I get it?
I know, because y'all don't have that. That's why. Can you get a wood?
Because we don't need it. We don't need it.
They don't. Okay.
We don't need it. Y'all just like to have fun. That's all. That's it.
All right.
Yeah, I went to your school for fun. Every time we put.
Well, I mean, you weren't enrolled, so you couldn't go for anything else.
Yeah, because I didn't want to.
Anyway, next question.
Didn't want to.
He a hater.
Y'all had a lot of fun over there.
We did. In education, we produced the most black engineers in the country.
I'm not gonna lie.
We have a physician assistant program now. We also have a robotics lab for the engineers. So let's not act like A&T.
I mean, Winston had number one nursing program in the state.
In the state, but I said in the country we produced the most black engineers.
Listen, when I was young,
in
country,
right?
Well, are you an engineer?
Yes. I engineer these policies for my clients.
I'm sorry. Are you like the number one engineer in the world? No, sorry. I'm not a nurse, so I nurse my kids. Right. That's about it. That's about all I can do. Yeah, but no, I love the I-40 battle, man. That was the life back in the day.
No,
you actually messed up my podcast by asking me a question earlier, but it's usually the time that's reserved for asking me a question. But since you already asked
I knew that. I'm gonna ask another one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me say something.
It's your time to ask a question, any question you want to ask, and then I answer it, and then,
Just one? Victoria got two.
Victoria's a little nicer than you are, so.
Wow. Okay. What's next for you? Seriously, or no, I have a better question.
Okay.
What would it take for you to walk away from Noir, and what would you do if you did?
What would it take for me to walk away?
It could be anything. It could be somebody offer you $20 million, and then they take Noir, and then you can do whatever you want to do. What does that look like? What would it take for them to run away, for you to walk away, and then what would you do with that time?
I think what I've learned. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Because it's a viable question. It's a real thing these days.
Yeah.
One thing that I believe would make me shut these doors is if I lose the ability to maintain my relationship with my family. My role has changed 3 times since we started this company, and the biggest role that I've assumed is getting back into the role of dad, husband, all of that stuff, right? And I think I appreciate the agent's respect in that too, because I still mentor, but I'm a very present dad now.
Good.
My daughter plays volleyball, so I'm trying to be around as much as I can. So the moment this becomes something that takes me away from that, I'm looking for the highest bidder. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Because
that's beautiful.
I do this so that they have a life, that they can be super proud of their dad, and they can, when I got that billboard, they were like, "Oh my God, my dad got a billboard," so my dad's famous. But stuff like that, that's what I do this for. So the moment I lose that ability, these doors are shut.
That's a beautiful answer. So it's not even monetary; it's more so about your family. And
oh yeah, I mean, I've been offered a lot of money.
Wow. I believe it.
Yeah, I've been offered a lot of money, but I mean that's not, because money's gonna come and go.
Yeah.
And I think my response to that was always, all right, well, what happens after you give me this money?
Yeah.
What happens to the company I built?
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to take my name, image, and likeness, then kick me out of it,
That's crazy.
then
Yeah.
what we gonna do with it? So,
Yeah. So what would you do after, like, if that happened and then you close the doors? What would you do?
I'm
like,
gonna find a way.
like, would you be a full-time dad? I mean, you're a full-time dad.
Yeah, I'm a full-time dad. I mean,
but
you mean
like a
job,
stay-at-home
career?
dad, I guess.
No. Career. Well, I would find something. I'm a hustler, bro. When I lost my job in 2015, I knew that day, like going just from September 23rd, 2015 to January 16th of 2016, I hustled. Right, I went on a golf course. I was making money. I was paying bills with that money. So like I will find the means
to get
make
it
sure
done.
my shit is taken care of. So I wouldn't be nervous, but
2015. I graduated from high school that year.
Yeah,
2015.
that explains why you don't have any gray hair.
Yet, but I don't have any hair on my head. Period. So it's like it's a
that
trade-off.
was by choice.
I was balding like at the top.
Nah, bro, you had waves. You
No,
had it
right.
all.
But listen, like right here is like it's completely bald now, and then like now right here.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why these hats stay on because
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Show the camera.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I get a different hat every day if I can.
Nah, it's swaggy though. Your fit is swaggy.
I appreciate you, man.
One of your best fits.
I be getting my shoes from my brother-in-law, man.
He's like a shoe plug.
Oh, bro, he is.
I need his contact. I need a shoe plug.
He is the guy, bro. Yep. But
So
that's where I get my shoes from.
You gonna give me his contact?
He's an Aggie.
You're gonna give me his contact? You don't want me to use your shoe plug?
He's not an engineer. He's not an engineer. I got you. I'll give you some info.
I don't think
you
are.
already got he's already insured. He's remedy insured.
Your cousin?
My brother-in-law.
Oh, okay. I can hit him up. Yeah. Oh yeah. We tight. Oh,
Yeah, my brother-in-law. He's
hell yeah.
He's.
I didn't know he was a shoe plug.
Yeah,
I'd rather support him than somebody else.
He's my shoe plug for sure.
But is he a shoe plug person?
I don't know. You have to call him and find out.
But that's your brother-in-law. I don't have those conversations. Like
No.
he just giving you shoes and you like, oh,
Thanks. Yeah.
no questions asked.
No questions asked. What's going in my closet today?
I love that for you.
Yeah. You got anything you want to talk about? You want to get hype up or anything like that? Let
Listen,
people know?
y'all. Kenny J TV on all platforms. My Cash App is Kenny J TV as well.
Rachel's clutch with that, bro.
Yeah, we
She was clutch with that.
So if y'all want to send me some money, that's exactly the place where you can send it. And just live life. This year, I'm getting back to my roots. I feel like that's my thing this year. I feel like I was getting washed out by just branding all the time and being like robotic, but just kind of getting back to like the awkward, quirky person I am.
Yeah.
And just showing more of that in social media.
Do you do like a word of the year or resolutions?
Alignment this year
Alignment.
is what it's all about. Last year was delegate, and I was able to grow the team.
grew the team,
So just aligning just any part of my life, professional, personal, and just being around the right people.
That's what's up,
Because
man.
people are jealous.
Yes, they are, man.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they'll be right close to you, and then as soon as they get a moment, bow, bow, right in the kisser.
Yeah,
So-
I saw a post the other day that was like everybody's rooting for you to be or everybody likes the influencer until they find out that it's you or
Yeah,
something
your
like
friend,
that.
and they won't like it. They'll just scroll past. It's like, why are y'all hating?
Yeah,
Y'all
what
don't be
you
liking
doing?
my stuff on Instagram. You always do. But y'all don't be liking my stuff. How I got 1,000 views and 20 likes. Y'all haters. It's okay, because what's for me is for me.
Exactly.
I am who I am because I am who I am.
I like
Did you get that reference?
Who said that?
Angela Bassett when she won.
I like that.
Yeah, she won an award.
That's dope.
Like
You
an
said,
Emmy.
I am who I am
Because I am who I am.
I like that. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
use that.
yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
Well, Kenny J TV on every platform. That's dope. You know how to reach me at Soul by Rel on all the platforms, including Cash App and Venmo.
Oh yeah, if y'all need an insurance quote, hit me up on there, or you can call us 704-981-1447. You can shoot us an email at info@remedyiwb.com, and we will be more than happy to serve you. Let's get it.
My man just winked at the camera, bro.
You know, little appeal, for the
I
people.
love it.
They be like,
I
oh,
love
I gotta get a quote. Oh,
About to get a quote because he winked at me.
he winked at me. Parasocial relationships, love it.
Well, yeah, that's how you get in touch with Kenny. I'm glad he plugged in his phone number and email so y'all can contact him. Kenny is my guy, man. I am super proud of his growth.
Thank you.
Just everything that I see him doing, man. I just try to be a part of it if I can.
Thank you.
Yeah, if y'all need any insurance, my dad just hollered at you
Shout
the
out
other
to
day.
him.
My sister
Shout
reached
out
out
to
to
her.
you.
Great client.
So family first. I tried to get you to insure some stuff. But
All right. See, you keep trying to put the T on the camera.
we can edit this.
Right.
This is
And you're not
editable.
going to.
This is
Because
editable.
when Victoria said, "Can you cut that?" You're like, I don't know. You ain't cutting anything.
I
It's
ain't
crazy.
cutting it. But
That's
you already
crazy.
know, guys. Till next time, my guy.
Peace.